Yeah, sure, we'll do this one. It sounds interesting. Alright, Port Directed High Council Chamber. Alright, sure. Kronos! Oh, you've not seen the minigame, that minigame before, Cecil Kane? Yeah, that's the dilithium mining thing. You can do that daily, turn up to 1,000 dilithium. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, Benjamin has a selected special mission. What's important? Must Kronos personally to receive it. What's the mission? Sort of the sector in the Romy sector. If on a transport vessel, the Putak, you will run with the Putak and escort back to Kronos. As an experienced Imperial commander, well, not technically, I'm a Romulan commander, but whatever. The ship. Uh-huh. Alright, so first go to the transport room to get the rendezvous coordinates. Alright. Got the coordinates, back to the ship. This is a Foundry mission. She'll probably take me directly to the map where I'm doing stuff. It's gonna load for a little bit. Load faster. Please. Please load faster. Please. Yay. Alright, Starfleet is attacking the Patak. Drop out of warp. Alright, put them on screen. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Trouble establishing face-to-face communication. Appears the commander occasionally does damage. Alright. Devorus, this is Takemo. About time you showed up. The last definitely ships fired on my transport, even as a heavily armed transport. Alright, what is your status, Captain? Aside from the route obvious damage to our communications, our ship is operational, ready to continue. Our ship is deployed into warp. Follow us and stay close. We've got orders to escort you back to Kronos. We start proposals for days now. With you here, our props can finally continue mission. What on earth? I'm not close enough to the planet's atmosphere for that to be happening. For a few seconds I've been running circles around sector. Okay. Dead planetoid and asteroid, alright. I'm in the wrong spot. I am. Apparently. Alright, how do I exit warp? There we go. All right. All right. Well, we'll see what's going on here. Interesting little planetoid. The bottom half seems to be sheared off. 5 to 1, it's going to be a ground mission at this point when we go beam down. Treasure stand, I have planetary head. The station is hidden. Alright. Aha! Alright. Weird. Holding at warp speed, close range to Putok, strange routing ahead. Skirmishers again, strong possibility could be residual weapons fire from a recent battle. Surface starts to be destroyed, but the Enterprise remains cowardly and refuses to engage us. Alright, apparently the Enterprise is neutral in this. I don't know. I just want to make sure my ship's actually in decent shape when the next fight starts. Because, ow. That should be good enough. Captain Sean of the USS Enterprise, calling ships under fire, we're not your enemy. Alright, what? Up. See the incomplete throwing weapon. Alright, we send the throwing communication regarding this construction. It's completely designed to be. Okay. Oh, goody! Tholians! Oh. Ha! Used that just in the wrong time. Well. Alright, the Enterprise went to warp after the Tholians were defeated. I haven't had any ground combat yet. I'm surprised by that, honestly. Most Foundry missions seem to have a fair bit of ground combat. If there's no actual ground combat in this mission, I'll be very happy. But most of them, you know. Oh yeah, Sean is a great character. Honestly, he's pops up all over the place in STO. He's the guy. He gets promoted. He starts out on a different ship, and he gets the Enterprise in the first episode arc they did with DS9, that took place over by DS9. It's actually a really good arc. Despite my complaints about the whole getting ordered around thing. But he gets the Enterprise during that arc. Who knows the Patak? Start winging birds. Alright. Alright. Order to report to shipyard for immediate inspection. I'll play along for now. Apparently we're going to be inspected. It's worth. I mean, all the story arcs that they added in as when they did that, all of them are really good. The episode stuff, they're all really well done, and you got a lot of cool stuff for doing them too. So I actually really recommend them. I mean, overall, as we said when we were doing this, this is one of the MMOs that I think Eric, Ward, and I all do recommend. It is complicated, but it's just good in my opinion. Oh wait, right over here. Right, okay. Alright. Not sure where the Clintons got off ordering me around since I'm not technically part of their military, but whatever, sure, we'll play along. It's a Foundry mission, so I'm not expecting them to, you know, have alternate branches for Romulans allied with the Klingons and so on and so forth. Guessing this is where I have to go, right here. If I have to fly into that, that's actually kind of cool. Alright, allow access. Alright, so they run some of the virus systems. All logs and records are run with the document room from records. Back to Kronos for debriefing. No, absolutely. That's very cool, Cecil Kane. Yeah, production mission, I need to send me a report. I assume you were responsible for wiping my computer logs. Wipe? Not quite. Unfortunately, we can only allow for one record revision to survive. We have provided with the Devorah sensor logs. I'm afraid the Patak's records weren't nearly as usable, we simply wiped those. through with this. Just one last thing. You managed to transport anyone of your vessel before the computer logs were wiped against express orders. Yeah, So, apparently, this is all supposed to be very, very hush-hush, and somebody's spreading rumors of the mission on the ground, so I gotta go shut them up, apparently. Okay, cool, fine. We can do that. We can definitely do that. I'll try my new gun thing. Florida's only reason the enemy was not completely wiped from the entire sector was because they were loyal to Chelsea. Lies you're telling these people. Let's tell who else wants to tell the greatest warrior. It's Chemo, yep. Wait, what? Why did I beam up? Mecha is confused. Confused Mecha is. Dinner ship there finally arrived in the scene. I was mopping up some Starfleet dogs. Aha. Okay, this is actually kind of funny. This is him retelling the story from his point of view, where his ship is unbelievably unstoppable, and a badass. This is funny. a warp. At box station, wing of birds of prey escorts arrived to escort us the rest of the way. This is fucking hilarious. I'm so glad I did the yes, let's hear his side of the story. Reaching the station, we knew what we had to do. The great fanfare had shown to such simple captains like myself. Investments notes. As air transport chancellor Jim backed himself back to the homeworld. And for Jim back his holographic duplicates. Or physical body doubles for. Okay, so it's there. Alright. Reach warp coordinates. This is fucking hilarious. Alright. Yeah, pause. Alright. Prepare for quite a journey back to Kronos, but fated to show us mercy. After all, the Terror's war, there to fight, and they would get the chance. Passing by a sector, okay. Not quite as fine as cowards you are when you had to fight. Right, blah, blah, blah. Drop out of warp. Moved as we exited warp to merge them. We had moved through them. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Take a beating before going down, but our ship banks are fully charged. This is a brilliantly hilarious mission. That's not good. I'm much lower in health than I thought I was. Ooh, that was bad. Whew, that was a tough fight, actually. Alright, I'm gonna pause here for a second, let myself repair a bit, because ow! Nerd shrapnel. There is a basically if you go in this area over here, you can right click on the various weapons, and it will auto-fire the weapons if their target is in their firing arc. So I've got that set up to do that. I only have it with my beam weapons. I leave my torpedoes and mines on standard activation, because those I don't want firing willy-nilly. Also, that was not a Prometheus class. That was actually a Dreadnought. I believe it's a variant on one of I forget which one it was, but it's one of the ones that can saucer. And Starfleet battle group brought Starfleet fought with honor, but was hopeless. We cleared them out easily enough. Once the close Enterprise position, though, was a more interesting foe. All right, this is where we fight the Tholians, and they are much tougher than the Tholians we actually fought. Why are my hey? Why are none of my weapons allowed to shoot? Ah. Ow! Why am I getting completely fucking hosed? I'm going to die here. All the other fights were actually well designed to be sort of walkovers. This one is not, apparently. Ow. Stop that. Stop tractoring me, asshole.
Integrity below 25%.
Yes, I'm aware I'm beat the fuck up.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 50%.
Ow! Yeah, I'm gonna blow up here. So I got lucky. I got lucky. Ow!
Target's shields have failed.
Oh lordy, that hurt.
Warning. Ship
What?
is
Oh.
under attack.
There's a fighter there. Okay, whatever.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, got you, you fucker. Alright.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Alright, I think we can handle this now. Woo! Tougher than I was expecting, but that's fine. Okay. I have to fight my way to the Enterprise. This is a funny mission. It's cool. That last fight was awesome. That one, yeah, you're right, Cecil Kane. So you mean to say you and this Vice Admiral singly took down a combined Starfleet Tholian fleet led by the Enterprise itself, and what's Starfleet's flagship? Ah, the Enterprise. Such a battle-hardened starship with the cutthroat captain. The battle followed was glorious. All that remained was my ship, the Putak, and the Devorus. Our escorts had all been destroyed, or it's able to be up to us now. I have to defeat the Enterprise now. Alright. This is a hilarious mission. Ow. 0. 8. Force shield down. Ow. The Enterprise seems to be stuck in something. And I blew up the Enterprise. Wait, you mean to tell me the Enterprise was destroyed during the battle? That's impossible. Just yesterday, I received intelligence that the Enterprise was helping push back the Teleshire forces in Tau to a sector block. Yes. How is this explained? Does Enterprise was destroyed? Well, that had been much too easy. After all, the last thing the Empire would want is give those weak-willed Starfleet cowards a martyr with Captain Shaw and his crew, but they did need to have a lesson, didn't they? Haha. So, we in fact board the Enterprise. This is a brilliant mission. The person who wrote this deserves serious kudos. Oh my god. Oh my god, this mission is great! Oh my god, this is fantastic! Yes, it's okay. He's lost complete control of the story. It's fantastic. I don't know. Listen to Captain Tickman. It's getting much too hard to hear. There's something we can do about this. First, I found Captain Tickman's rendition tale to be engaging, but so factual inaccuracies. He tells the story well. I'm looking forward to hearing the remainder. That's good to hear, sir. The kind of tale being woven about us. Who knows what kind of fame we can. More blood wine for all, yes. Alright, so we gotta get him a drink. Blood wine for myself first. This is, by the way, this would be a better story if I was playing an actual Klingon. Going to take the liberty of the bottle up a little bit more blood wine than Captain can ask for. We're going to need a little bit more. Yeah, right. Alright, so there are offerings to Romulans. This is fucking hilarious. Alright, so I'm bribing the Klingons with blood wine to stop fighting. This is brilliant! Superiors are ready to come and continue. I can't wait to see what, quote, you, end quote, do next. This is awesome! Oh, that's kind of cool, Duwani. Alright. This should be good. Oh, this mission is just fucking hilarious. It's great. Absolutely fantastic. Oh. Oh God, Duwani. So 2% defense for each allied nearby. I bet that factors in my photonic fleet ships also. Why are there Tholians here? I don't know. Oh dear. Ow, 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 ow. Whew. Medical nanites are so freaking good. The Tholian insects in our surprise boarding action. Alright, 2 options. Alright. So, that's the kind of path of their army. They set out with weapons of their own if they're ready. Vessel promised the quickest path in times of the essence. Natira said to go to the armory, I would take the route through the mess hall. Little did we know that was happening aboard the Enterprise at that very moment, while both Crystalline Spider Devils and the Starfleet scum were trying to kill us. We didn't know what they were doing to each other. Ha! So they're fighting each other. Ow. Someone wake me up. My entire crew didn't get in here for some reason on this last fight. After finished mopping up the remnants of both Starfleet Tholian Targs, that they realized what was happening. The dogs were fighting amongst themselves, even with the mighty Klingon warriors infiltrating their prize flagship. This only gives us an advantage on our way to the bridge. Oh, this is just too funny. So I thought they had crossed nearly to the other side of the deck. Force field camp blocked away. Apparently, despite the ongoing conflict, the remaining Tholians aboard the chance to capture one of the Enterprise's most respected warriors, not an opportunity to be passed up. Daring to think they contained a boarding party of Klingon warriors by a simple force field, one of the security officers dared to speak. Such a mighty Klingon warrior captured so easily scoffed the Andorian. Despite our lack of warrior spirit, the Federation is sure to win this war in no time. Unfortunately for them, they had failed to underestimate the depth of Natera's ferocity. This is gloriously silly. And it turns so through the security. I wouldn't expect any less from such a skilled warrior. Yep, right. Alright. The transfer room was just a short way down the hall, but boarding party had to navigate through a damaged section of the Enterprise. So this makes it funnier. So, I am punching my way through the debris. This is just too fucking hilarious. Throw! Howl! With right solicitation for cooperation, the transporter room officer is only too happy to help set the coordinates for the bridge, bypassing their security measures. Of course, pitiful human fainted out of fear immediately afterwards. Confronting Captain Shun was only moments away. Fallout was only moments behind Natera arriving at the transporter room, but the bridge was busier than we expected. This mission is just gloriously funny. This went from kind of a fun little mission to just sheer fucking genius. Just because it's the best part. This would normally this is sort of writing that would annoy me normally, but it's so perfect for what is actually happening in the story. Because it's the guy overtelling the big tall tale, and he's doing it brilliantly. You get to play through the overtold tall tale. It's genius. Oh my god, this is fucking brilliant. Oh my god. I'm so glad I did this. It's chaos. The floor is already set with the blood of starting Starfleet, but the battle raged on. Tholians are trying to take control of the ship. Though Sean was nowhere to be seen, we know what we had to do. Control of the Enterprise would be ours. through, only the bloodied remains of shredded Starfleet uniforms and blasted bits of crystal remained. At last, we controlled the center of the ship, but it wasn't what we were after. What good was taking the ship when the captain of the Federation most impressive flight thing was nowhere to be found? And where was Captain Sean? We had no idea as of yet. He didn't appear to be on the bridge at all, but it appeared he knew where we were. For we could react, a squad of Starfleet elite Makos had beamed onto the bridge, hoping to catch us off guard, defeat the elite Mako squad. What is this elite Mako unit? I've never heard of that kind of group before. Are you sure this is all accurate? Of course it was. I was there. As we found out, Captain Sean was the head of one of these elite Starfleet fighters, and while Tara and I had joined the defeat of one of their squads, we knew they would stand in our way and going after Sean. Even Sean himself broadcasted over the comm, loading. The Erdonian's orders came blasting through every speaker on the bridge. There are plenty more elite Makos where that came from, he sneered through the comms. You'll never get to me, and if you did, you would never survive the encounter. Despite the fool's strong words, he was acting the coward, hiding away from us, afraid to match us in combat. We noticed force fields guarding the stairways leading to the lower deck. That must have been where the Patak was hiding. Oh my god, this is just gloriously funny. Alright, where's the... This is around this way, I guess. Ah, there we go. One swift blow was all took to shore. The defense controls to the force field along the forward part of the deck was also the skeleton of some sort of fierce animal. Signs nearby pointed to as a kill Captain Sean himself. Coward and hiding around Sean's combat parts would not be denied. Alright, there is them. Nice fight, come on. Oh, I went down. Problem is, I'm not actually like, you know, a tactical officer or anything like that. I'm a science officer. Someone actually come get me back up. Sean and his lead squad hold up at the very back of the bridge, put up a valiant struggle, but in the end, like he fell before the terrorist might, like all the rest. Bled and defeated between the bodies of his slain bodyguards, he's ready for a true Klingon judgment. Speak to Sean. Where is he? There he is. It was a pitiful sight, one that would have even the most stoic Vulcan teary-eyed with pity. Though grievously injured, Sean was not going to die from his wounds, and he knew it. But the fear shone in his eyes with the great warrior of all Kronos standing over him. Just kill me now, he uttered, but in the most pitiful of tones. I've been defeated by an honorable foe and deserve to die. I won't be running back to Starfleet Command with this disgrace. In that moment, Neteria stayed their hand. A surprised rabble engulfs the crowd, but silences them. Listen! Neteria was not just a fierce warrior. They're also empowered by wisdom. Killing Sean, destroying the Enterprise, that would have been too easy. And what would they have created? Martyrs. What did they do? Hello? I sent them back in disgrace. Brilliant move, if I may say so. I skipped by one. There's a lag there, apparently. Heroes brought to the Empire for that day. Thus ends the glorious tale of Vice Admiral Natera. Victory to them in their house. Victory to the Empire. Kapla. Quite that, while only parts were true, it was certainly well told and hardly something that would be expected of a transport captain. It appears Takema was rejoining the bar on his own. Do you want to talk to him? Let's confront him. Sure, yes. An epic tale told well, just not exactly true. I'm glad you approve. I hope you don't mind a little exaggeration. All good stories have it, except, of course, a tale of the revered Kalis and the Lady Lucara, who, I'm sure, single-handedly held their ground at Gamchi against 500 enemy warriors single-handedly. So why do all this? We could have just been lucky. Takemo just happened to be in an area where, for a city where military officers don't frequent, where nobody would recognize you. Why not join the Lord Singers at the Upper Show the tale there? Let me ask you something, Vice Admiral. You've obviously been to First City. You've seen the Lore Singers there. How many times have you been to the city? 100, 1,000, maybe more? Something like that. And of those visits to First City, how many times have you stopped to listen to Lore Singers there? Thousands of people walk by those Lore Singers, hardly any stop to listen to their tales, and why would they? All stories told there have been heard 1,000 times. To put it simply, nobody listens. And you think people here will. People in this area of the city generally aren't military. The Lore Singers don't make it down here often. Any position telling tales here in the Battle City isn't considered nearly as honorable. But look, Klingon citizens are still part of the Klingon Empire. There's no military here, nobody that would even recognize a starship captain such as yourself. Still, their hearts still yearn to hear tales of glorious battle, and tales of actual modern-day heroes seem to resonate well with it, wouldn't you agree? And thus the common people are more invested in the war. I'm glad you agree. And a little exaggeration with Tholians and increasing the notoriety of Captain, a certain Vice Admiral Natera with the general Klingon population was worth it. I'm sure there's more you wish to know. I can stay here for a few moments longer. Alright, are you really a transport captain? Oh, I'm known to haul the Putak along routes here and there, as well as execute missions that need to be low profile. What I must say that taking a transport outfitted with Mark 11 disruptor rays into battle is nearly as gratifying as trying is Alright. What was the question? Where you pick up? That part of it is somewhat classified. Perhaps it did pick up Chancellor Jempok himself. You have to use your imagination. You're actually authorized by the High Council. I am employed by the High Council on certain transport missions that must remain low profile. They occasionally find my tale telling to be a bit of an irritation. Sending you after me may be the most aggressive action they've taken against me. But I suppose a few vague details of a high security operation that seems a small price to pay for inspiring local populators. Maybe they see that. I have no more questions. Now, Bruce, return to the main part of the city. If you're identified as someone as a hero, alright. For the service, First Lady, perhaps Takema will make a fine Lord Singer himself someday. And thus ends the mission. Alright, so I want you guys to remember this one. If you guys decide you want to play this yourselves, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a Klingon side Foundry mission. It's called Hero of the Empire by RogueEnterprise, and it's one of the spotlight missions. I really recommend this one. It's really good. I got 3,000 dilithium for it too. Not bad. You are getting 5 stars. And I'm throwing a dilithium tip to this guy. This guy deserves it. And I gotta tell Eric something. I gotta tell Eric about this one. No, this is a Foundry mission. Yeah, I agree, Duwani. That's just... Oh my god, that is just great. Okay. Wow. That was long, but oh my god, that was fun. I'm so glad I did that. Also, server not responding. That seems to be poor. Yep, disconnect from server. I agree completely, Duwani. That actually is like a legitimately good mission, and it's funny. Yeah, absolutely for Spot. That's why I told him to do it. That was just great. I'm so glad I did that. Oh my god, that was just... That's one of the most fun missions I've done in this game, honestly. As an aside, that sort of thing is why I love the Foundry. Connection not being good here. Alright, I can get to the character, the login screen, login thing.